is Mr. Thomas. This is part 2 of my practice final videos. So at this time, I'm going to continue working on these problems. I'm going to start with number 20 and make my way down. So here we go. Graph the line given the linear equation. My question to you is, what form is it in right now? Okay, you should have said slope-intercept form. And so my slope is -5, and my y-intercept, I'll call it int, is -9. And so now I have enough information to graph it. Create the xy plane. Okay, this is a rough sketch, and of course, normally we would just use graph paper. My y-intercept meaning it intercepts the y-axis at the point -9, at 0, -9. So I have to find -9. 1, 2, 3, 4. So -9 is there. And now my slope is -5/1. Oh, wow. I'm going more. My slope is -5/1. So if I go down 5/1, there it is. I can also go up 5 from -9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then over 1 this way. Either way, I'm going to describe my graph. And so the 2 points that I have 1 point, and my next point would be up 5, 1, 2, and over 1 this way. And so my graph would look something like this. It's a rough sketch, but we made it. Factor. Okay, so here we have 4 different terms, and so the first thing you should try is to group the first 2 terms, and then group the second 2. And now factor each group. Once you've grouped the first 2 terms and the second terms you've grouped, factor each group by the distribution property. What can I pull out? What is the greatest common factor that I can pull out between these 2 terms? I can pull out a 6xz. And what's left over? And so I just pulled out a 6xz. Small this up. And what's left over? 4y plus just z. And now I move on to the next group. And here I can pull out a 10z. And what is left over? Just 4y plus z. And it appears now, I like to cross my z's. Now I have a common term. I have 4y plus z and another 4y plus z. So I can pull out a 4y plus z. And I'm left with 6xz plus 10z. And there's my final answer. It is now factored. Okay. This factors nicely too. Instead of using x squared and x, we have x to the 6 and x. So this is x cubed squared, and this is just x cubed. So it will factor in the same way a second degree trinomial would have factored. So we're actually going to get x cubed plus 9 and x cubed plus 2. Solve. Factor that. That's a difference of 2 squares. A difference of 2 squares. X is 4. And -4. This one we will omit. It's a difference of 2 cubes. We're not going to solve this. But what we're going to do instead, we're actually just going to move on. We're not going to talk about solving cubes. In fact, this problem could be omitted from the work. Factor. It's the difference of two squares again. 10x minus. So two answers is positive 5 and negative 5. If you set both of them equal to 0, you'll get x is 5 and x is negative 5, the two solutions. 26. Find f of negative 1. Plug negative 1 in for the x. So we get 1 plus 2 plus 1. 0 squared minus 2 times 0 plus 1. And then f of negative b, well, that's just b squared plus 2b plus 1. Solve the system. And we can solve this by elimination. If I subtract the two equations, the y's will go away. I'll just get 1x equals 3. X is 3. And then just plug that into one of the originals to get y. So again, solve the system of equations, set them equal to each other. Since y is equal to 3/4 x minus 2, take 3/4 minus x minus 2, 3/4 x minus 2, and plug it into that y. We're substituting the value of y. You're setting them equal to each other. Multiply both sides by 4. We could eliminate that. We'll get 3x minus 8. Now if I add 4x to both sides and add 8 to both sides, I'd get 7x equals 28, and x is 4. 26. These are Math 84 problems. Multiply the coefficients, 6 times negative 2, and add. Actually, I take that back. It's Math 85. Long division. How many times does x, what can we multiply the x plus 2 by to get an x squared leading term? And that's x. Now multiply that out. You get x squared plus 2x. When you subtract, you get 6x plus 12. And now what do we multiply the x plus 2 by to get a leading coefficient of 6? And you get 6x plus 12. And that's a remainder 0. So the answer, the quotient is x plus 6. And that is the answer. FOIL, h times h. H times 4. 4 times h. 4 times negative 4. Same thing here. Distribute your x. Distribute your 2. Add them. Combine like terms. The like terms are lined up, so I'm going to get just x to the 4th. The x cubes cancel. Positive 4x squared plus 15x, and then minus 2. Final answer. X to the 4th plus 4x squared plus 15x minus 2. Last answer. I think that wraps it up for the practice view at this time. Thanks for watching, and be in touch.